Alright, we are gonna talk a little about Clash of Clans again tonight. Somebody had asked about something in chat, and trying to type out what I want to get across is really difficult sometimes. So what I'm doing tonight, I'm borrowing one of my buddy's accounts. The other one is letting me borrow his tablet so I can talk a little about Clash of Clans and some of the war stuff that we're always trying to get people to do as far as 3-star strategies. And let's just first see what he's got trained, because I'm going to try to do his war attack while I'm recording this, so I want to make sure that I try to get 3 stars, of course. So let's see, what does he have trained? Okay, he's already got his 3 earthquakes, and he's got 1 in his clan castle, 2 heal spells, 2 golems, 16 hog riders, 10 wizards, 10 wizards in his clan castle, but I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. Let me see here, because I want hog riders in there. So let's go ahead and get that started. Let's see. Before I get into talking about why I'm making this video, let me go ahead and get the ball rolling so I can do this attack before it takes too long. I want level 6 hog riders. 4. Okay. There's my request, so it shouldn't take too terribly long for people to fill it for me. Might as well clear that mushroom for the other one while I'm playing with his account tablet right here. But anyway, so let's see who I'm supposed to attack. I don't even know. The other one's 11. We don't have a strict attack your mirror rule. Hey, Don just got a 3-star and we missed it. Good job, Don. Thanks, Mr. Freeze, for the hog riders there too. But let's see, the other one's number 11 there. So his recommended target is number 11, which is rare. Usually the recommended target would send him up here, send him down here. Never pay attention to recommended targets. They're useless. Use your own judgment about the strength of your army and the skill you have against a particular base, because if you see something that you don't think you can 3-star, maybe pass it off to somebody who has a little bit more confidence with the layout. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, because I don't want to be on here all night. Here's the war base. So I'm using a Goho attack at Town Hall 8. This is the other one's account, so he's pretty much got max troops, max defenses, everything he could have for Town Hall 8 at this point. First thing you check is the clan castle. Is it full? Yes, it is. What's in it? If I really wanted to find out, I could go to some of the other attacks and watch the replays and kind of get a general feel for what's coming out of the clan castles. I watched one earlier when I was playing with my tablet, and I saw there was a Valkyrie and a balloon, so it could be a mix of things. Whatever it is, I've got to be able to deal with it. But the main thing I want to look for when I'm planning this attack are bomb spots. Anytime you're using hog riders, that's what you have to do, is you've got to be able to get your hog riders around the base and not let them explode against double bombs, because single bombs, heal spells can handle, double bombs they can't. So anytime you see a space like this, in between those two, it's only 3 wide, so no double bomb can be there. This right here is only 3 wide, no double bomb can be there. That's 3 wide, no double bomb. That's 1 or 2.5 wide, so there's no double bomb there. Because of this wall here, we know we've only got 1, 2, 3 spaces. There's no double bomb there. And this wall over here, there's no double bombs anywhere in the base. So no matter what happens, the hog riders should be fine, as long as I can drop the heal spells as quickly as possible to avoid letting them get killed. There's hidden Teslas in these spots too somewhere, obviously. So just kind of being careful with deploying the hogs and playing it by ear. You've just got to get a feel for how these attacks go, and you've got to be confident that it's going to work. It doesn't always work, but it usually works. So let's see, I'll probably drop my earthquakes right here in this area, because I can open up these 2 chambers right here and push my golems and wizards up in there once I deal with the clan castle. I need a pull spot. This cannon can only reach to right here, so unless they've got a hidden Tesla like right here, which it's totally possible. People do not design some creative bases. Should be fine. Should be fine. So I'm going to pull the castle using a hog rider. Now, he could have a hidden Tesla right here to block me. If that's the case, I need a backup plan. I'd come over to this cannon or this archer. But I'm going to try to aim for that mortar cannon because there's a chance I could pre-trigger a bomb while triggering the castle, which is ideal. So, don't need a whole lot more info on that to be able to plan the rest of the attack. So I've got a total of 21 hog riders right now. So I need one archer, draw that down. I need a couple wizards, one more hog rider, and we'll just bring 3 more wizards. So I gotta wait 4-minute train time, or 5-minute train time, and I'll be able to launch his attack. So, other one, I'm sorry if I mess your attack up, you can blame it on me, but I'm gonna do my best. I looked at the base, and I feel pretty confident with that layout right now. So, let's take a look while I'm making this video using his account. They were talking about some stuff earlier. We'll watch her attack while we're waiting on the army to train. Kitty is God is a new player with us. Not sure what clan experience she had before us. She likes using what she calls a P.E.K.K.A. sweep to attack bases. And she's shown us a lot of good replays of her 3-starring some bases out there using that technique. The problem with those replays is every one I've watched, there hasn't been anything in the clan castle defending. And when you go to war, it's always different than raiding, because what happens is you've got defenses coming out of that clan castle that P.E.K.K.A's on their own, and without some kind of strategic plan of getting them in place and killing them, you know, it can go bad for you real fast. So let's just watch her attack and see what happened here. You got a hog coming out to pull the clan castle. Oh, this is a weird base. Look, they've got 4 barbarians in there. That's a pain in the ass castle to pull. So you know you've got to send in more hogs now to pull that castle. But that's good. Everything's out now. It was 2 Valkyries and a balloon, so everything's out. So got to have a plan. Where are you going to deal with these clan castle troops to get inside that base and start doing some destruction? It's got some good looking walls on this guy's base though. And you see what Valkyrie do here, they're a pain in the ass, because they're just going to run up and they're going to cause you a hell of a lot of problems when you got grouped up troops together. What the Valkyrie aren't going to do is damage your golem too much. So you see she's dropped a bunch of these wizards, but the golem would have been in front of the wizards, pretty much ignoring the Valkyrie, and the wizards would have come from behind and knocked out those troops. So now she's still got her 2 golems, but she's only got 2 wizards. Hasn't even dropped the golem, no penetration on the base yet. So that's why this attack ended up going wrong. It's not that she didn't have the right troops necessarily, it's just the wrong execution on it. So, I mean, only 1 heal spell for the attack. So, you know, that's why I'm making this video. I'm just going to kind of show her here what you do with those troops to make them work. Because it was a 3-star army, it just wasn't a 3-star deployment, and that's what went wrong for her. So let's see here. I'm going to feel like an idiot if I'm making this video and I end up 1 star in the base, but let's see how much time we got here. 2 minutes. So we're going back to her comments. Here's what we were talking about. She kind of talked about her war army here, telling us what she was going to have, and I checked it from work and I said, hey, you can carry 2 heals with a requested quake. Not very long after that, she says, here I go, I'm done with it, I'm so fucking done, it's just a waste, I look like an idiot. And we say, hey, watch some replays so you can see how to use it. I do not like it. I hate the idea and the concept. I never get it to work. If I can attack regular, I can 3-star. Well, that's not true. The thing about it that we try to explain to younger players, 2 things. Go white, even if you replace the golems with a P.E.K.K.A., it's a 2-star strategy in war. Yeah, you can get 3 stars in raids a lot with it, especially if clan castles are empty. But overall, it's all about percentages. And when you stack up, let's say, mass dragon attacks Go Wipe or P.E.K.K.A attacks of any kind, and then put a Hog Rider attack up against it. The amount of 3 stars Hog Rider attacks that are executed properly will get is probably about 90%. And then when you have Go Wipes and Mass Drags, you're looking at about 40% in war. That's just how it is. I've played this game now for a couple years. I've been through the Town Hall 7, 8, and 9 stages with my account, and I learned a lot doing that. So when we tell people these things, it's not because we're trying to get them to, it's not saying, hey, give up what works for you. We're trying to say, hey, we know what's worked for you in the past, and we know the experience you come from, but we're trying to teach you how to do it better, because we know how to do it better. And so that's why we don't use Go Wipes in war. It's just a very low percentage attack for a 3-star. Yeah, sometimes you can 3-star with it. P.E.K.K.A's replacing the golems. Sure, maybe sometimes you can 3-star with it. But in a war map, at best, it's usually going to be 3 stars. Another thing to take into consideration is the fact that you're growing as a Town Hall 8. If you've already got your level 4 hogs and your base is starting to look like the other ones does now, then you're going to get to the point soon where you're a Town Hall 9. If you want to stop playing the game at Town Hall 8, then you don't ever need to learn anything else about it. You can just do whatever, because it's not going to matter. But when you move to Town Hall 9, your attacks become a lot more difficult in war than they ever were when you were a Town Hall 8. And if you want to move all the way up through 9 and never 3-star a base just because you couldn't think outside the box and learn new things, then that's the kind of player you're going to be. You're going to be the kind of player that will never 3-star a base in war after Town Hall 8 is over, because you never learned how to use any of these different troops and how to plan your strategy to effectively deal with all the different kinds of defenses, traps, and clan castle troops you might run into. And again, I'm going to feel stupid right now if I'm using the other one's first attack here and I screw it all up. But I'm going to go ahead and try it. One good thing to do before any war attack is check your check marks. I've got all my troops trained, spells are ready, my hero's up. So I'm about as ready as I can get for this war attack here. So let's see what I got. Alright, I'm going to take one more look at this guy's base, just because that's how I like to be, as thorough as I can. I got my entry spot, I've got my pull spot, I got my lure spot. So I've got my plan to take care of that. There's a few things I might do along the way that differ a little bit. But I'm guessing, just by looking at the base, I'm probably going to go clockwise hogs. I would really like to pre-trigger a couple of these spots, and I might try that with just one hog, stagger it, and then send the next group in, because if I can pre-trigger any bombs, it's going to be ideal. So let's just go for it and see what happens. Alright, I'm going to try not to talk too much, because I want to kind of focus on what I'm doing here. Alright, we got a bunch of shit in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that down. I need to open up my walls. And this is the thing with war attacks, is you got to be able to think on your feet as you go. So I'm going to drop Golem. All that shit's distracted now. I'm just going to burn these motherfuckers to the ground. And there's nothing much I can do right now. It's just wait a little bit. I need some penetration. I can try to pre-trigger this spot. Nothing popped up there, so I might be good. I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to rage my king, because I need him to get in there and do some shit. But I got to watch that spot. If a bomb pops up, I'm going to be fucking pissed. But my wizards, my golems, and everything are working that stuff. So my hogs should be able to go clockwise now. So I'm going to pull my first heal here. I have no idea where these bomb spots are yet. They might have them outside the damn base, which people do crazy shit like that. There's one of them. Got a lot of defenses left here, though. I'm going to go ahead and pop this hill here because they've got to go there. Their opposing king is down. That's good because he can be a pain in the ass whenever your hogs are finishing up. They get distracted. They're attacking a gold mine or some shit like that, and they don't want to take out the king. But it looks like we're going to be pretty golden here. After they hit this archer tower, the hogs are easily... They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds to get the rest of the space. Even if they hit a super bomb, they were pretty good shape on health. So, should be fine, you know. There's no reason to believe this isn't a 3-star attack at this point. And that's it. That's a blind hog attack. I had no idea where the bombs were. I had to play it by ear. Just kind of pay attention as I went. But that's 3-star hogging for a Town Hall 8. That's how it's done. You can basically do that attack over and over and over and over and over again at Town Hall 8. And it's going to work 90% of the time. You can use mass drags, go wipes, or anything involving a P.E.K.K.A. You got a lower than 50% chance of 3-star in a base. And what that does is it does not get you a lot of help for the clan. You know, if you 99% a base with a go wipe, then somebody else has to come behind you and get that 3rd star. So what you're doing is you're planning to completely wipe the base out with one shot. If you don't get it, the worst case scenario is you've exposed the bombs so the next attacker can do it. It doesn't always work. It's about 90% of the time. Once the bombs are exposed, that should be even higher. It's probably going to be close to 100% of the time. But it just depends on the layout, and things don't always go the way you want them to. But that's 3-star hog ride attacking using the other one's account. That got us up to 12 there. Looks like Quan Gaming's about ready to go here. So I'm going to get out of the other one's account, and I'm going to go play some of my own and let him take his own back. I think he's getting off work here in about an hour anyway. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope everybody has a good night.